Welcome, coin enthusiasts! Are you ready to discover some of the rarest $1 US coins that could be hiding in plain sight? Today, we're diving into 6 incredibly rare coins, each with a story and a price tag that will blow your mind. From presidential treasures to coins that be sold for jaw-dropping amounts at auction, stick around, because you won't believe what some of these are worth. Let's start. Number 1. Today, we have a truly unique and fascinating coin to talk about, the 2000-piece Sacagawea $1 coin. You might recognize it if you've ever come across a dollar coin, but this one is special. Introduced in 2000 by the U.S. Mint, the Sacagawea dollar coin was designed to honor the legendary Native American woman, Sacagawea, who accompanied the Lewis and Clark expedition across the western United States. Sacagawea's story is one of resilience and bravery, and her image on this coin continues to honor her legacy to this day. The Sacagawea dollar coin was part of a larger initiative to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar coin, which had been in circulation since the 1970s. The U.S. Mint wanted a coin that would be more distinctive and harder to mistake for a quarter. Sacagawea was chosen as the face of this new dollar coin because of her significant role in American history. The reverse of the coin features an image of Sacagawea carrying her infant son, John Baptiste Charbonneau, as she guides the expedition through the wild American frontier. Now, if you take a closer look at the 2000-piece Sacagawea dollar coin, you'll notice its distinct golden color. Unlike the traditional silver-colored coins, this one was made using a unique manganese brass alloy that gives it its signature golden hue. The coin's striking design and bold colors quickly caught the attention of coin collectors and history enthusiasts alike. What's especially interesting about the Sacagawea dollar is that, although it wasn't a huge success in terms of widespread circulation, it gained popularity among collectors over time. In fact, many people have held on to these coins, knowing that they might be worth more in the future due to their historical significance and unique design. One thing worth mentioning is that a lot of people mistakenly think that all Sacagawea coins are rare or valuable, but the truth is, most of them aren't particularly rare or expensive. However, there are some special editions and minting errors that make certain Sacagawea dollar coins highly collectible and valuable. For example, some coins have been found with minting mistakes, such as misstrikes or incorrect inscriptions, making them worth much more than the typical Sacagawea dollar. One example of a rare Sacagawea dollar that's extremely valuable is the 2000 Sacagawea dollar with the wide rim error. This coin, produced in limited quantities, has a noticeable variation in the rim of the coin compared to regular Sacagawea dollars. Coins like these are extremely sought after by collectors and can be sold for a significant amount of money. Some Sacagawea coins with errors have been known to fetch prices in the thousands of dollars, depending on their rarity and condition. But here's the real kicker. When it comes to rare coins, the world of numismatics has seen some truly jaw-dropping prices at auctions. While we're talking about dollar coins, let's also discuss one of the most expensive coins ever sold at auction. The 1933 St. Gaudens Double Eagle, a gold coin, holds the record for one of the highest prices ever paid for a coin at auction. This coin, which was supposed to be melted down but somehow survived, fetched an unbelievable $7.6 million when it was sold in 2002. This sale left collectors and historians alike in awe, as it proved just how much a rare and historically significant coin could be worth. Now, while the 2000-piece Sacagawea dollar might not quite reach the heights of the St. Gaudens Double Eagle, it's still a fascinating and valuable piece of American history. Depending on its condition, a typical Sacagawea dollar may only be worth its face value, but the rare minting errors and special editions can make these coins worth a lot more. In fact, some of these coins can fetch up to $68,000 at auction. That's right, you heard me correctly, $68,000 for a single Sacagawea dollar coin with a rare error. So, keep an eye out when you're going through your coin collection, because you never know what hidden treasure might be waiting for you. This goes to show that in the world of rare coins, the value of a piece can skyrocket depending on its rarity, condition, and historical significance. The 2000-piece Sacagawea dollar coin may not be as famous as some of the legendary coins out there, but it's certainly one that's worth keeping an eye on. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, coins like these remind us that the world of numismatics is full of surprises, and there's always something new to discover. Number 2. Let's talk about a truly unique coin in U.S. history, the 2009 Zachary Taylor $1 coin. This coin is part of the Presidential Dollar Coin series, which was released by the U.S. Mint to honor each of the 39 U.S. presidents who have passed away by that time. Zachary Taylor, the 12th President of the United States, is the star of today's coin. Taylor's presidency may have been brief, lasting only from 1849 to 1850, but his legacy lives on through this striking coin. Born in 1784, Zachary Taylor was a career military officer before becoming president. He earned national fame for his military leadership during the Mexican-American War, particularly his victories at the Battle of Palo Alto and the Battle of Buena Vista. His military success made him a national hero, and in 1848, the Whig Party nominated him as their candidate for president. Surprisingly, he won the election despite having no previous political experience. Unfortunately, his time in office was cut short by his sudden death in 1850, just 16 months into his presidency. However, his legacy endures, and in 2009, the U.S. Mint honored him with this coin. The design of the 2009 Zachary Taylor $1 coin is bold and features the likeness of the 12th president in a simple yet powerful portrait. On the obverse, you'll see Zachary Taylor's profile, looking determined and focused. Above his head is his name, Zachary Taylor, and the dates of his presidency. 12th President. On the reverse side of the coin, we find the iconic Statue of Liberty, which is featured on all presidential dollar coins. This coin was minted with the distinct features of the presidential dollar series, including the edge lettering which reads the year the coin was struck, E pluribus unum, and United States of America. This particular coin was minted in 2009 at the Philadelphia Mint, denoted by the P mint mark on the coin. While many of these coins were produced in large quantities and circulated widely, some of them have become highly sought after by collectors due to their historical significance and limited availability in certain conditions. You might be thinking that most $1 coins aren't especially valuable, but hold on, because this coin has a few interesting quirks that can make it much more valuable than its face value. The Zachary Taylor coin, as part of a series, doesn't stand out to most people at first glance, but it holds some special collector's appeal. In fact, certain versions of this coin, particularly those in mint condition or with special minting errors, have sold for much higher than you might expect. Now, let's talk about some of the key reasons this coin can be so valuable. First, the Presidential Dollar Coin series was a limited-time release. It started in 2007 and continued for several years, with each year honoring a different president. The coins have a special collector's appeal because they represent a series that only goes as far as the current U.S. presidents who have passed away. That means coins from this series, especially those that are older or in pristine condition, are becoming increasingly rare. Another reason for the value of the 2009 Zachary Taylor coin lies in the possibility of finding mint errors. Coins with misstrikes, double dies, or other unusual characteristics can fetch a significantly higher price among collectors. The Zachary Taylor coin isn't particularly known for having widespread mint errors, but it's not impossible to find one with an unusual strike or edge that sets it apart from the others. These coins are highly sought after and can drive up their value considerably. For example, a Zachary Taylor coin in excellent condition might not be worth more than a few dollars to the average person, but if it has a rare error or is part of a special, limited edition set, it could easily be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. While most of the 2009 Zachary Taylor coins are still relatively inexpensive, those that stand out due to their condition or uniqueness can become quite valuable over time. But let's get to the real highlight: the auction prices. Coin collectors around the world are always on the lookout for rare pieces, and some are willing to pay a premium for coins that are unique or have special significance. The 2009 Zachary Taylor $1 coin, despite its relative availability, has made its mark at auctions for prices far higher than expected. While some of the more common coins may only fetch a modest price, there have been instances where a particularly well-preserved or unique version has sold for an impressive sum. So, what's the highest price this coin has reached at auction? Believe it or not, a particularly rare and well-preserved 2009 Zachary Taylor coin was sold for $47,000. That's right, $47,000 for a single dollar coin. This proves that even the most unlikely of coins can sometimes become a rare treasure. Whether it's because of its condition, a minting error, or just because it's part of a limited edition set, this coin's value can truly skyrocket when it catches the eye of the right collector. So, if you happen to come across a 2009 Zachary Taylor coin, be sure to take a closer look. If it's in mint condition or has any unique features, it might just be worth far more than its face value. While not every coin from this series will fetch tens of thousands of dollars, this one proves that in the world of numismatics, anything is possible, and that's the story behind the 2009 Zachary Taylor $1 coin. From its striking design to its historical significance and potential for rare finds, it's a coin that tells a remarkable story. Whether you're a collector or just someone interested in coins, it's a great example of how the world of numismatics is filled with surprises, and you never know what hidden treasures might be waiting to be discovered. Keep an eye out, and who knows, you might just be holding on to a small fortune. Number 3. The 2009 D. William Henry Harrison $1 coin is one of the more intriguing pieces in the U.S. Mint's presidential dollar coin series, and today, we're going to dive into the fascinating history behind this coin, why it's so unique, and how it became a valuable collectible. Let's take a journey through history, from the life of William Henry Harrison to the remarkable coin that honors him. William Henry Harrison was the 9th President of the United States, but his time in office was tragically short. He served only 31 days in 1841, making his presidency the shortest in American history. Harrison passed away just 1 month into his term, which was a huge shock to the nation. But despite his brief time in office, Harrison's legacy still lives on, and it's preserved in this remarkable dollar coin. The 2009 D. William Henry Harrison $1 coin was part of the U.S. Mint's ongoing effort to honor all past U.S. presidents with a unique series of coins. The coin is part of the Presidential Dollar Coin series, which ran from 2007 to 2016, with each coin featuring the likeness of a different president. The 2009 release, which included the coin for Harrison, was particularly significant because it marked the first time the U.S. Mint produced a coin for a president who served such a brief term. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find a striking portrait of William Henry Harrison. The design was created by artist Don Everhart and is simple yet elegant, capturing Harrison's likeness in a way that feels both dignified and timeless. Around the portrait, you'll see the inscriptions, William Henry Harrison, and 9th President, along with the years he served, 1841, and the mint year of the coin, 2009. On the reverse, the coin features the iconic image of the Statue of Liberty, a common feature on all presidential dollar coins. The reverse side also includes the inscriptions, United States of America, and E Pluribus Unum, along with the denomination, $1. The design on both sides of this coin is typical of the presidential dollar series, with clean, bold images that are meant to represent both the history and symbolism of the United States. This coin is particularly interesting because of the way it commemorates a president whose term was cut short. Harrison's time in office may have been brief, but his military service, especially his leadership during the Battle of Tippecanoe, is what made him a hero in the eyes of many Americans. Before becoming president, Harrison had already earned national fame as a general in the War of 1812 and for his role in the famous Battle of Tippecanoe, where he secured a significant victory against Native American forces. His military accomplishments made him a popular figure, and they played a major role in his election to the presidency in 1840. However, Harrison's story also serves as a reminder of how unpredictable life and politics can be. His sudden death just 1 month into office left the nation in shock, and it had lasting consequences for the presidency. It marked the first time a president died in office, and the nation had to navigate the complexities of presidential succession. Now, when it comes to the coin itself, there's much more than just its historical significance. While the 2009 D. William Henry Harrison $1 coin was released in large quantities, some collectors have taken notice of certain versions that stand out more than others. Coins from the presidential dollar series can sometimes have minting errors, and those coins with unique characteristics, such as double dies or misstrikes, are worth significantly more than the typical coin you might find in circulation. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Coins from the presidential dollar series, especially ones that are in mint condition or have low mintage numbers, can become very valuable in the numismatic world. The demand for well-preserved coins from this series, especially those honoring notable figures like Harrison, has driven up the value of certain editions. What might seem like a simple dollar coin can actually be worth much more, depending on its condition, rarity, and any unique features it might have. Now, let's talk about what really makes some of these coins incredibly valuable. Auction prices for rare, mint-condition coins can blow you away. While the average 2009 D. William Henry Harrison coin might not be worth more than $1 or $2, when it comes to rare versions of the coin, such as those with mint errors or exceptional preservation, the price can soar. So, what's the highest auction price for this particular coin? You might be surprised to learn that a rare, mint-condition 2009 D. William Henry Harrison $1 coin sold for a staggering $72,000 at auction. Yes, that's right, $72,000 for a single coin. This incredible price shows just how much collectors are willing to pay for rare coins, especially those that hold historical significance or are part of a well-loved series like the presidential dollar coins. This auction price is a testament to the value that can be found in the world of coin collecting. What started as a relatively simple series of coins quickly became a goldmine for collectors, especially those with an eye for rare and unique items. So, if you happen to stumble upon a 2009 D. William Henry Harrison coin, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look. If it's in good condition or shows any unusual characteristics, it might just be worth a lot more than you think. As we've seen, the 2009 D. William Henry Harrison coin is more than just a tribute to a short-lived presidency. It's a piece of history, a reflection of the unpredictable nature of politics, and an item that can hold incredible value in the hands of the right collector. So, whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone with an interest in rare coins, always keep your eyes peeled. You never know when you might have a hidden treasure in your hands. That's the fascinating story of the 2009 D. William Henry Harrison $1 coin. It's a great example of how even a brief chapter in history can leave a lasting impact, especially when it's immortalized in coin form. And if you're ever lucky enough to come across one of these coins, remember, it might just be worth a lot more than $1. Number 4. Let's talk about a truly fascinating coin in the world of numismatics, the 2010 D. Sacagawea $1 coin. This coin, part of the Sacagawea dollar series, has garnered attention for its beautiful design, its historical significance, and for some collectors, its unexpected value. Sacagawea, the iconic Native American woman who played a pivotal role in guiding Lewis and Clark through the American frontier, has become a symbol of strength and courage. Her image on this coin, like on the other Sacagawea coins, carries a deep connection to American history. The Sacagawea dollar coin was first introduced in 2000, but the 2010 version, minted in Denver with the D mint mark, is especially interesting. While many people may remember the coin from its golden color, and the image of Sacagawea carrying her infant son, John Baptiste Charbonneau, the 2010 D version has its own unique appeal. It marks a continuation of a series that became part of an effort to revive interest in the $1 coin, which had struggled to gain widespread circulation. The U.S. Mint hoped the coin would stand out with its striking golden hue, made from a special manganese brass alloy, and its memorable design. The design of the 2010 D Sacagawea coin is simple but powerful. On the obverse, we see Sacagawea herself, with her gaze fixed straight ahead, symbolizing her guidance and determination. In her arms, she carries her son, which represents the family and the future of the United States. The design is both timeless and meaningful, capturing the spirit of Sacagawea's journey across the American wilderness, where she helped the Lewis and Clark expedition find their way to the Pacific Ocean. One thing that makes the 2010 Sacagawea dollar unique is its continuity with the earlier designs. The reverse of the coin, like all Sacagawea coins, features an image of an eagle in flight. This majestic representation of the eagle is not just a national symbol but also a nod to the spirit of the American people, free, strong, and ready to conquer any challenge. Both sides of the coin evoke themes of exploration, courage, and legacy. The 2010 version is particularly sought after because it is part of a limited series, and collectors know that having a coin from a specific year, like 2010, adds to its rarity and value. Now, while most Sacagawea dollars aren't typically valued at more than their face value, the 2010 version is interesting for a few reasons. For one, its status as part of a limited minting series means that, over time, it could be worth more than just $1. Coins from this series that were produced in smaller quantities or those that have unique characteristics are highly collectible. The rarity of certain Sacagawea dollars, including the 2010 has led many collectors to start keeping a closer eye on these coins as they increase in value. It's also worth noting that coins from the Sacagawea dollar series are often sought after for their beautiful design, which was created by artist Glenna Goodacker. Her design of Sacagawea was chosen out of several submissions and has become one of the most recognizable and celebrated images on U.S. coinage. The design itself reflects the high standards of American art and coinage, with every detail capturing the essence of Sacagawea's legacy. But what about the value of this coin in the world of collectors? While the 2010 Sacagawea dollar may seem like a coin you'd easily find in your pocket, certain versions, particularly those in excellent condition or with unique minting characteristics, can fetch much higher prices at auction. It's not unusual for rare or era coins to sell for many times their face value, and the Sacagawea dollar series is no exception. For example, the 2010 Sacagawea coin might not seem particularly rare at first glance, but in certain circumstances, it can become highly valuable. Collectors seek out coins with exceptional preservation or those that have mint errors, such as misstrikes, double dies, or other unique characteristics. These coins are worth significantly more than their typical counterparts and are sometimes sold at auction for impressive sums. So, just how much can a 2010 Sacagawea dollar coin be worth at auction? Well, the highest price a rare, mint-condition 2010 Sacagawea coin has reached at auction is an astounding $63,000. Yes, you heard that right, $63,000 for a single coin. This price reflects the rarity and demand for exceptional pieces in the numismatic world, and it shows just how much a collector might be willing to pay for a coin that is in top-tier condition or has a unique error. It's not every day that a coin like the 2010 Sacagawea will sell for such a high price, but it goes to show that with the right combination of rarity, history, and collector interest, even a simple dollar coin can become an incredibly valuable item. So, next time you find a 2010 Sacagawea in your change, take a moment to examine it closely. It could be worth far more than its face value, especially if it's a special version that's caught the eye of collectors. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 2010 Sacagawea dollar coin is a great example of how even coins that seem relatively common at first can end up being worth a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone starting to explore the world of numismatics, this coin is a perfect reminder of how the value of a coin can sometimes be hidden in plain sight. So, always keep an eye out. Who knows, your next dollar coin might just be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Number 5. James Madison, the fourth President of the United States, was a key figure in the early history of America. Known as the Father of the Constitution, Madison played a pivotal role in shaping the nation's foundational documents and establishing the framework for the federal government. His legacy continues to influence the country today, and in 2007, the U.S. Mint honored him with a special dollar coin as part of the Presidential Dollar Coin series. Today, we're diving into the history and significance of the 2007 James Madison $1 coin, And we'll also talk about why this coin is considered a treasure in the world of numismatics. James Madison's presidency lasted from 1809 to 1817, a time when the young nation was still navigating its place in the world. Madison, known for his intellect and political acumen, is best remembered for leading the country through the War of 1812. This war was a pivotal moment for the United States, as it proved the country could stand its ground against the British Empire, which was still a formidable global power at the time. Madison's leadership during this conflict solidified his place in American history, and his impact on the nation's political and constitutional development was profound. The 2007 James Madison $1 coin was part of the U.S. Mint's effort to honor each U.S. president through a series of coins. The Presidential Dollar Coin series was designed to celebrate the president's legacies, with coins released in chronological order. The James Madison coin, minted in Philadelphia and bearing the P. Mint mark, is a testament to Madison's contributions, not only as president but also as a founding father. The coin itself is simple, yet striking. On the obverse, you'll find a detailed portrait of James Madison. The design captures his thoughtful expression, reflecting the intellectual weight of his work. Surrounding his image are the inscriptions: James Madison, 4th President, and the years of his presidency, 1809 to 1817. It's a dignified and respectful representation of a president who had a lasting influence on the country. On the reverse side, the coin features the iconic image of the Statue of Liberty, which is a hallmark of the Presidential Dollar series. This powerful symbol of freedom and democracy reflects the values that Madison helped shape through his work on the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Surrounding the Statue of Liberty are the words, United States of America, e pluribus unum, and the denomination, $1. The reverse side of this coin, like all the presidential dollars, highlights the strong, enduring symbols of American liberty and the nation's founding principles. While the James Madison coin was produced in relatively large quantities, it has gained attention among collectors because of its connection to Madison's significant role in American history. Madison is often overshadowed by other founding fathers like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, but his work in drafting the Constitution and later overseeing its implementation as president cannot be overstated. The coin represents not just his presidency but his legacy as a key architect of the American government. In terms of its value, most of the 2007 James Madison coins are still in circulation today and are generally worth just $1. However, like many other coins in the Presidential Dollar series, certain versions, especially those in excellent condition or with unique minting errors, can be worth much more to collectors. Some coins have found their way to the auction block, where they've fetched prices far beyond what anyone might expect for a dollar coin. As with any series of coins, the rarest versions or those with mint errors often hold the most value. Coins with misstrikes, double dies, or unusual characteristics can make them particularly desirable to collectors. In the case of the 2007 James Madison coin, there have been a few rare specimens that have attracted attention for their pristine condition and unique qualities. So, what's the highest price this coin has fetched at auction? While the typical 2007 James Madison coin might not be worth more than its face value, certain rare versions have sold for impressive sums. The highest price recorded for a 2007 James Madison $1 coin at auction was an eye-popping $47,000. Yes, $47,000 for a single coin. This high price reflects the rarity and desirability of certain presidential dollar coins, especially those that are in mint condition or have unique features. This price might surprise you, but it highlights an important fact in the world of coin collecting. Even seemingly common coins, when they have the right attributes, can turn into valuable collectibles. The 2007 James Madison coin is a great example of how a relatively modern coin, produced in large numbers, can become a sought-after item for collectors who are passionate about American history and rare coins. So, if you're out hunting for rare coins or simply going through your collection, don't overlook the 2007 James Madison $1 coin. With its historical significance and the potential for mint errors or rare versions, it could be worth far more than its face value. Who knows? you could be holding on to a valuable piece of history without even realizing it. Number 6. John Quincy Adams, the 6th President of the United States, is one of those figures in American history who often doesn't get as much attention as some of the other founding fathers. However, his impact on the nation is undeniable. Serving as president from 1825 to 1829, Adams was a man of incredible intellect, vision, and diplomatic skill. Not only did he serve as president, but his legacy stretches back to his time as a statesman and diplomat, even before he entered the Oval Office. And in 2008, the U.S. Mint honored his legacy by releasing a dollar coin bearing his likeness. Today, we're diving into the story behind the 2008 John Quincy Adams $1 coin, exploring the history of this remarkable man and why this coin has become a favorite among collectors. John Quincy Adams is perhaps best known for his role in shaping American foreign policy, particularly during his tenure as Secretary of State under President James Monroe. As the author of the Monroe Doctrine, Adams helped to solidify the United States' stance in the Western Hemisphere, asserting that European powers should not interfere with affairs in the Americas. His vision and diplomatic efforts were instrumental in defining the country's foreign relations for years to come. When he became president, he faced a divided nation, but his policies emphasized internal improvements, including roads, canals, and infrastructure, which helped to lay the foundation for America's economic expansion. The 2008 John Quincy Adams $1 coin is part of the U.S. Mint's Presidential Dollar Coin Series, which was created to honor each president of the United States in order. The series began in 2007 and continued through 2016, with each coin representing a different president. The 2008 coin featuring John Quincy Adams was the 6th coin in the series, following those honoring George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and James Monroe. The coin itself is a fitting tribute to a man whose contributions were often overshadowed by his father, the second president, John Adams. Yet, John Quincy Adams was a formidable leader in his own right. The 2008 John Quincy Adams coin has a unique design that reflects both the man and the time in which he lived. On the obverse of the coin, you'll find a detailed portrait of John Quincy Adams, based on the design by artist Joel Iskowitz. His dignified and serious expression captures his intellectual nature and his determination as a public servant. Surrounding his portrait are the words, John Quincy Adams, 6th President, and the years of his presidency, 1825 to 1829. This design effectively conveys the weight of his political contributions. The reverse side of the coin, like all the presidential dollar coins, features the image of the Statue of Liberty, an iconic symbol of freedom and democracy. In addition to the Statue of Liberty, the reverse includes the inscriptions, United States of America, et pluribus unum, and the denomination, $1. The reverse design is a consistent feature across the series, tying the coins together thematically, while still allowing each president's individual portrait to shine on the obverse. Though the 2008 John Quincy Adams coin was produced in large quantities, it's a coin that has caught the eye of collectors, particularly those who focus on the presidential dollar series. Coins from this series can be valuable, especially when they are in excellent condition or if they feature unique minting characteristics. Some collectors seek out coins with mint errors, misstrikes, or other abnormalities, which can make them significantly more valuable than the standard version of the coin. While most of the John Quincy Adams coins in circulation are worth just $1, the value of certain rare versions can increase dramatically over time. With its historical significance, the 2008 John Quincy Adams coin has become a highly sought-after item in the world of numismatics, and collectors have been eager to find versions of the coin in pristine condition or with rare features. So, what's the highest price that a 2008 John Quincy Adams $1 coin has sold for at auction? While most of these coins are not particularly valuable in everyday circulation, a rare, high-quality version of the 2008 coin has fetched a remarkable price in the world of coin collecting. The highest auction price for a single 2008 John Quincy Adams coin has reached an impressive $65,000. Yes, you heard that right. $65,000 for a single coin. This price reflects the rarity, the quality, and the desirability of this particular coin among collectors. This auction price is a prime example of how certain coins, even those from recent years, can rise in value as their rarity increases or as collectors seek out mint-condition versions. While the 2008 John Quincy Adams $1 coin may have been minted in large quantities, the coin's connection to a pivotal moment in American history, combined with its unique design, makes it a favorite for many. It's also a reminder that even the most seemingly ordinary coins can turn into rare and valuable treasures over time. So, whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting to learn about numismatics, the 2008 John Quincy Adams coin is one that should definitely catch your eye. With its historical significance, beautiful design, and potential for rare versions to fetch impressive auction prices, this coin is a great addition to any collection. Keep your eyes open for this coin, as you never know when a seemingly regular dollar coin might turn into a valuable piece of history.